Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by Gresham Ford, the dealer with a heart. The Contribute to the Community program provides the opportunity for the Gresham Ford team to make a positive impact, serving their customers and helping people across the community. And by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Hi, welcome to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. Glad you joined us tonight. Tonight's show is going to feature several different organizations that are doing either fun things or important things in the community. We're going to start out talking about the Festival of Nations. This is a festival that's put on by the Division Midway Alliance, and here to talk about it here I have Brandon Treadway. You are the festival event manager. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And Ramin Tohi, you are you're the taste tent coordinator last year's event, so you can share some information about how that went and what we can expect this year, right?
Yep, will do.
Great.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. So the Festival of Nations has, I'm not sure how many years it's been going on, but it's been a few, right?
Yeah, this is going on to the third year now.
Third year.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about why this was started?
It was really mainly to try and bring the community together. There's so many different diversities throughout the area, and Centennial in general speaks over 70 languages. So they were trying to really find an event that would really bring all these communities together, and this is what we came up with for the most part.
Great, because I know that the Division Midway Alliance really supports the businesses in East Portland in that particular area, but there is a really a huge variety of cultures that are represented in that area. Ramin, you were there last year. You were the taste tent coordinator. You have to tell me exactly what that means. I know this year the focus is what's the theme of it? It's
healthy eating around the world.
Healthy eating around the world. That's important. But healthy eating can also mean really good tasting food as well. What did you have last year in the taste tent? That's where there was food from different cultures in different countries. Is that right?
Yeah. So the taste tent is something that is people who are serving, people who are preparing a traditional dish, who are that are chosen, prepared, and served by the community members of East Portland. And what's exciting is that my organization, People, Place, and Things, has been helping to support that tent. And we have developed a English language learner curriculum, as well as organizational support for the tent. And what's even more exciting is that this year, as a result of our consecutive success, 3 years in a row, the planning committee decided that they're going to add another theme to the event, and that theme is called eating healthy around the world.
Great. So you've been involved for 3 years now. Your organization has been then. Right?
Yes, my
you're one of the
organization
founders of People, Places, Things, and MetroEast has used your services before to help connect with different cultures and help with our Spanish language skills and that kind of thing. So that's a good community partner, and I know there's probably a lot of community partners are involved in putting something like this on. Brandon, as the event coordinator, how many different sponsors do you have, or community partners?
I think there's at least over about 12 to 13 different sponsors from around the area, community organizations and businesses in the area. Get Space is one of our premier sponsors this year.
Okay.
which is great to have them on board too. So.
Yeah. But in addition then to the community sponsors, there are lots of community members that are involved. So in the taste tent then, are these people that have like restaurants, or are they just community members sharing their food that they ate when they were, in the country that they came from, or that they grew up eating?
These are community members. Some of them are actually, some of them are my students. They come to my classes, to my English classes, and at some point we ask them if they're interested to share their cultural food, and they expressed interest in that, and that's how we got, that's how we got them connected to the Taste of Nations. To them.
I think food probably more than anything, music, art, lots of things and sports, I think will bring people together. But food, it's something that everybody can come together over, because everybody needs to eat, and I think sharing food from your country, from your culture, is a really meaningful thing. So what do you think about that? I mean, to me, it's something that goes way beyond just nutrition.
Yes, definitely. I think it's amazing that we have people around the world travel just to learn about different foods, different cultures. But what's unique about our country, that the whole world is here, and that festival is exactly for that reason, to show the beauty and diverse culture that we have here, and diverse food. Also.
It's a celebration of that. It's a celebration of that. And I know in these times, sometimes that's not celebrated as it should be. I think it's a great thing that we do that, and I think that should be definitely encouraged. About how many different ethnic groups do you think were represented last year as far as the food?
As far as the food, if I remember right, it was 6 ethnic groups. It was Bhutanese, Russians, and from Ukraine, I think there were some different ethnic backgrounds.
Probably some Latino culture.
Latino culture, definitely, yeah.
I would assume,
That's of course.
There's a big community here. So and this whole area has a really growing immigrant and refugee population, and so you don't want people to lose that connection. You want them to share it with us, because that benefits all of us. So and them too, I think. So Brandon, this is your first year being involved in the event.
Correct,
is that right? Yeah. So what do you know about this event that might be interesting or exciting for people that don't know about it? Why should we go?
I think the community aspect and how it really brings businesses and community members together. We have a new a passport this year, which is kind of like a scavenger hunt for vendors.
Okay.
So it really connects vendors with the community. So community members and attendees go through the festival, and they have their little passport, and they mark off
so they've
each
gone
vendor.
To this booth or this
exactly,
booth.
And it really makes it to where all the vendors are seen. Everyone's really getting connected, and it's just a really great way to really bring the community together.
Right. So this event is on. Give me the details.
Yeah, so it's September.
Where, when, all those good things.
Yeah, it's going to be taking place at Duke's Bar and Grill. Right on 146.
But not in the
It's in the parking lot of Duke's,
lot,
and then in the parking lot of Key Bank, which is right next door.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big area, which we're really excited about as well.
Would you say 146th in division?
146th.
Yeah, in division.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I buy it all the time, but I've never been in.
Yeah, and it's going to be September 17th, a Sunday from 11 to 5. And then throughout the day, the vendors will be there. We'll have performances that are going to be taking place.
What kind of performances can we look forward to?
Lots of different groups, such as the Zami folk dancers, the African showboys, which were there last year as well.
So music and dance.
Music, dance, a little bit of a wide variety of things. A Celtic group, which is really great. So those will be some of the featured ones.
And that's always fun. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I already talked to you about the weather, that you're going to arrange for good weather this year. I'm counting on that. Yeah,
without a doubt.
We're holding you responsible for that. What do you still need to help put this on? I know it's not very far away, but most events are always looking for volunteers at the last minute, or sponsors or whatever. What do we still need?
Yeah, we're definitely looking for plenty of volunteers. That's probably the major need right now. We're still accepting vendors as well. Sponsors we're getting wrapped up with, but you can always use a few more. As far as vendors go, we have about space for 75 this year, which is quite a bit
That's
compared
a
to
lot.
prior years. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have, with the Key Bank area, it really expanded the area. And we've got, I think, about 15 or so spots left.
Okay.
And then, yeah, like I said, volunteers to help with a different variety of different things, check-in and trash control, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, we have a video that that MetroEast actually produced, a little promo for the event, and I think it kind of gives a good flavor of what the event's all about. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at that now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's roll that.
This is the Midway's second annual Festival of Nations. This is a way that we bring our very diverse community together with the businesses that work in this area and the groups that serve this area.
The Festival of Nations idea was to really bring all of the cultures that are out here in the sort of David Douglas district together.
We have food from 6 different countries in the world. We have music from 5 or 6 different countries in the world. We have booths represented from all around the world, and together we work to build community.
I think it's really important when we all come together and share where we're from and our backgrounds.
Having the businesses and the community connected builds a stronger community.
My name's Dave. I'm the owner and operator of Dave Gonzo Sculpture. I'm here at Festival of Nations. I really enjoy doing demonstration because this is kind of a lost art.
An event like this is very beneficial for the nonprofits in the area because it allows them to connect with the communities that they serve.
The Festival of Nations is a really great opportunity for Trash for Peace to do outreach with different cultures and maybe people who don't speak English.
We like to get a lot of diversity in our bureau, and this would be an opportunity for us to display not only a public safety education message, but also a recruitment message.
Everybody is intended to be welcome and really sharing that together amongst each other. A good example of that is the Taste of Nations tent over here.
So here at the Taste of Nations, the community members who've come in to prepare food have gotten to share their different dishes that are really special to them.
I grew up eating this food and I know that it's really good, especially when she makes it like she did with this. And so it's just nice to have other people enjoy the food that I did as a child.
We got to form the groups from the people in the community, and then we asked them, what dish from your culture would you want to share?
I'm serving food from Vietnam, and this is spring roll.
Guys, I see.
I'm from Russia, and these are called blini.
This is Sangru from Burma.
Hi, today we're serving the food from China.
This food is from Iraq. It's a dessert that usually we eat after dinner.
And so each of them thought about it and then said, these are the dishes that we want to do. Why do you want to do them? Well, because they're festive, they're tasty, they're what I serve my family, they're for special occasions. So all of these treats were generated from like a real place of heart. So they really wanted to share them.
My brothers and sisters, we are playing this song. This song is not about.
It looks like a lot of fun. So I will be there this year. I will be tabling there for MetroEast because we're a nonprofit. So I'm really looking forward to connecting with other nonprofits in the area, but also tasting some of that food for one thing, and enjoying that entertainment. I mean, what do you think it means to people to be able to share these just community members being able to share like their family recipes? I just think that would be. I think it would really mean a lot to be able to do that. Do you find that when you talk to the people that were involved in it last year?
I definitely agree. I think there's not only just sharing that food, but there's also an educational component to it. That people, when they talk about their recipes and when they talk about their lifestyle, there's education involved in that, and
right.
People, get to know their culture and stuff, and that's what a lot of people pay for. They go around the world to do that, but here we have everything. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good point, and it's a great opportunity for people to get to know their neighbors. If these are people that live in the area, although people from all over are welcome, I know that. Mm-hmm. But it's a great way for people to get to know their neighbors and find out about each other in a good, safe, open place, and a very sharing community. We're just about out of time. What else do we need to know? Anything else we need to know about this event?
I think that we're still accepting vendors, we're still accepting volunteers. Everything with that can be found at divisionmidway.org.
Okay.
All the sign-up forms and things like that, and all the info. With this year as well, with this theme this year, we're also offering, all the vendors are going to try and share some sort of healthy tip, whether it be a recipe or something to add to their lifestyle, to really just improve their life for the most part.
We
So
can
that's something
all
really
use
cool.
a little better health, can't we? How about you? Anything else that you want to add, Ramin?
I encourage everyone who lives in that area, and even if not, to come and enjoy different cultures and just connect with different people and learn, and it's really fun.
Great. I look forward to it. Thank you, Ramin. Thank you very much, Brandon.
No
I'm
problem.
really glad you're on tonight. So I will look forward to seeing you at the event.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you for watching this first segment. If you're interested in volunteering, attending any of that, do check out the information on our screen. And don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
Hotline is made possible with generous support by Gresham Ford, the dealer with a heart. The Contribute to the Community program provides the opportunity for the Gresham Ford team to make a positive impact, serving their customers and helping people across the community. And by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
To shoot my documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera one.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera two.
Very professional, experienced people. You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera three. Take three.
To be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.